Hello and welcome to class. My name is Cindy Shelton and I'll be your instructor. I wanted to show you around my course a little bit as per my design and kind of show you how I think it's best interacted with and some tips that I have for you. So you'll get to Blackboard it can be from your KCTCS site, whichever campus you're on, from their homepage, or if you're using the app or various things. So you'll find your Blackboard link, get into Blackboard, and then I'm going to go from there. All right, once in Blackboard, you will see along the left-hand side your courses should all be listed. If you don't see those readily here, just check to make sure you're in your current semester courses. You can see your old courses and so on there, but current semester for fall 2020. So I'm going to talk to you about the College Algebra online section. When you open up your Blackboard course, you'll see along the left-hand side two main things I'd point out there. I am going to open the course. Right now it's been closed to students. If that ever happens to you, like it's the first day of class and you don't see anything, do reach out and remind your teacher they need to open your course. That's always important. So you're good now. Then the next thing I would mention is this Blackboard Collaborate. You can join a session. Our course room, just right there, just always available, a place where you can jump online and meet. Let's just look at that course room. Sort of like Zoom. There's so many things like that now that different organizations are using, but you can see it has the same old things along the bottom. So if you want to not show your picture, you can keep that out where I cannot see in your webcam. And then the microphone, you can also keep it silent, so you keep background noises out. Of course, if we're going to talk, you're going to have to unmute. So that's like the catchphrase of the year. They say, you know, you're on mute. But anyway, that could happen to you or me, so make sure you unmute yourself if we're going to talk. But this is a place just always available to us within the course. Of course, I won't be there unless I know you're going to be there. But if you tell me, hey, I would like to talk to you at 1 o'clock on Thursday, and I'm available, and like I said, I can do that, I will be there. So we can arrange times to jump into this course room. So be aware of that. Okay, so that is our Blackboard Collaborate. We're done with that. Okay, session. And then I can record those as well, and sometimes I will, and save those for the class to see if you missed something. Otherwise, I have a lot of recordings for just lectures in here you'll see as well, but that's specific to this semester if we're in there interacting. Then announcements, that's the other one I would point out. So that's just a place where I'll house all the announcements I make for the semester. So I'll try to keep that organized, just a place you can go back and look at any of my interactions. I'll also email the class a lot, so checking your email, but then also I'll try to save them in announcements so you'll have just one place to see everything as we go through the course. All right. So that's the main things I would say in that left side area. Then we get over here to the main tabs, what I would consider the main tabs of the course. And the first one is kind of the nuts and bolts of the course, the housekeeping things, you know, the syllabus and the such, but before we actually start doing the math. So I will save this video I'm making now into navigating the course. That will be there, so if you need to go back and rehash anything that maybe hear it again to help you see, to get recharged in how I want you to navigate around in this course to be successful. Then let's look at the syllabus and the course calendar. So I have documents saved here. First of all, let's look at the schedule. This would probably be my favorite thing for you organizers out there, organized people. You probably want to have a nice laid out calendar to know what's coming up, to be aware of. This is the flow of the class. So I would probably have to print this off or save it to my desktop, put this someplace handy. Every Monday you have an assignment that is due. That's kind of my normal routine flow of things. You work on the class, you watch the video, you do the homework, and then the due date for everything is usually on a Monday midnight Eastern time. And you can see that in this last column, what's due. What should I be reading and thinking about? What are the assignments? how do they match up with our competency list? So I didn't just make these things up. There is a competency list that says what everybody does. Oh, am I in the wrong one? I think I am. I'm in your wrong class. It's just like it in the other one, but I clicked on the wrong link, didn't I? I told you I was going to click on this one, so my bad. It looks a lot the same though, but I do need to pull up the correct syllabus. Let's do that better. Okay. I thought those assignments don't look right. I know we're supposed to be talking about college algebra. My bad. All right, same old thing though. Here is what's due every Friday. That same format for my other online class too. You have a syllabus quiz. You will take a syllabus quiz. That just lets me know that you've acknowledged the syllabus statement, so please read all of that. And then take the quiz by Friday. And then you have a homework assignment, section 1.1 and 1A, that are due on Monday midnight. So again, most things due Monday midnight. You'll see that all along the schedule there. I'm pointing that out. Let's see. There's an exception to this. You do take a midterm exam. You take a final exam in this course and a midterm exam. Oh, okay, so you do take a midterm and a final exam in this course, and the midterm is right here. It is due on Monday, October the 19th, and is over chapters 1 and 2. You can work ahead if you want, so try to stay ahead of these due dates, but these are the absolute when things are due by. So again, try to not edge up too close to the due date, which is at that midnight. I see a lot of assignments coming in, sometimes 11:59, so that makes me nervous. So try to work ahead of that. Pace yourself. So you have a midterm, and then both of these exams must be proctored. I also mentioned the final exam. It covers chapters 3, 4, and 5. So I want to talk to you about proctoring a little bit. Everything is due on a Monday midnight except, so even the midterm I was thinking it had a different date, but I was wrong. It's just the final that has a different due date. It is due on a Thursday, December 10th. That is finals week. December 7th, that Monday through Friday is considered finals week, and I've set it for Thursday to get it done by that day, and so midnight on Thursday, December the 10th. That is also when your final exam, your final study guide, you'll need to do that before you take the exam and prep for that. So these are proctored, you can see on this list, and you might be wondering, how are we going to proctor because we're in a pandemic? So we have the college, KCTCS, has purchased a proctoring software. The proctoring centers where you physically went to campus are going to be closed this semester, remain closed through this semester. But we have this proctoring software that will observe you use your webcam from your home computer. So you will be able to take all of your exams from the comfort of your own home, but just be aware that you will need a webcam. Now, if you're using a laptop, which I know a lot of students do, it has the webcam built in. But if you're using a desktop, it's possible that you haven't attached or purchased a webcam. So you do need to have that for this proctoring part, or you can go to a local library or find a place that's open and use a computer that has a webcam. So I wanted you to be aware of that, and that's very important information in the flow of the class. Then we have the syllabus, which you're going to read all those details to take your syllabus quiz, kind of the rules and regulations for the class, the description, where those competencies are that we follow for the class, and my grading policies. Here's more information about that test proctoring I mentioned. So you can see that listed here, and links to more information about this. Proctorio is the name of the software KCTCS has purchased, so it's free to you. You'll be using this because of the pandemic, and it will access your home computer and webcam to take that test. Okay, so please read all about it there and let me know if you have questions. All right, then there's a syllabus quiz as promised, so you can navigate it from this link that I've embedded in your Blackboard shell and start it from here. But then also I'd like to mention all of your assignments are also linked. They're linked outside in this Blackboard shell as well as inside this Mylab Math student link. This is your Pearson product. It has your textbook, your gradebook, and where you'll mainly do your math homework within this link. But so that link will show you everything, but then there's also individual links you'll find along with the course layout. All right, so we'll come back to that in a minute. Some instructor information, proctoring information, some links. So do, look around the whole course, navigate the whole course, read within each link, and let me know if you have questions. So the next major link I want to show you is the Mylab Math student link. So this is where you will go in if you want to see all the assignments at once instead of the individual links. You can click all assignments and it will bring up everything, and it's in a new window, like I said, because it is a separate platform, the Pearson textbook platform. So here you'll see all of your assignments and the due date, so that's handy as well, another place to see when things are due. You will notice the syllabus quiz, and then we have some chapter R information, and it does not have a due date. These are actually optional assignments. I think they're wonderful assignments though, because it will help you build a good foundation if it's been a little while since you've been in math class, or even if you just need a refresher anyway. It will help you get a good start. So these are optional review sections assignments. So again, they're not included in your grading. They're separate, optional, and you can do them at your leisure. If you're getting a head start in the class, that would be a good thing to do like before the first week of class if you get or hear this before then. But again, no, they're optional. Then the official material starts at Chapter 1. There's your first homework assignment, and then there's a quiz that's due that Monday. And then we move on, and you march right through those assignments. You can see everything here. The midterm test, that's that proctored test I mentioned earlier, and study guide. You can take all of these ahead of schedule, again, if you like, if you work ahead, but you don't have to. And then the final. Okay, so that's how that goes. Now, like I said, there's a due date every Monday. If you have a bad week, you have one extension of the deadline, so you can request that, and that's in your syllabus. It says that you just send me an email if you need to use that one-time extension with no penalties. I can move that up, give you an extra week on that. And that does not apply to the midterm or the final, but just any of your weekly assignments if you fall behind. All right, so there's that. Also within this main tab, the Mylab Math link, there's all your assignments, then there is Gradebook. So you can always know your grade in this class. Again, always opens in a new window. It's a different platform. You'll be able to see in this circle your overall score at any time. You can hit show the calculation to see how you're doing on your homework, your quiz, and test categories. And then third big thing I would say is your textbook. You can click here to access your textbook and read up and see more examples and some other things as well. But those are the big three, I think, in that tab. Here's an Introduce Yourself tab for your discussion board. This one's my link there to make your stuff, your class stuff. But then interacting with the actual math material. So review chapter. I do have videos in here, classroom videos, as if you were attending in person. This is what I would have said to you to kind of give you an overview of the review. And sorry about that. And some study aids. So again, that's optional. Notice it says optional practice, but I highly recommend it. I think it's helpful to you. Okay, so then the first official material will be Module 1, Chapter 1, and we have the goals and objectives for that, as well as then we have notes and study aids. So lots and lots of study aids here. This is from your textbook company. That looks maybe a little overwhelming. You don't have to watch all of those, but in some way you need to prep or attend the lecture part by reading the textbook, watching the PowerPoints. Probably what I would recommend as my number one recommendation, what I think is the best way to interact with the class, would be my lecture videos. These are the things I would have said to you if I had you in person in class over every section of material. So I would listen to the lecture videos, take your own notes, work some examples. I'll work examples I go through. I think you listen better if you're also writing and taking notes and doing the problems on your own as well. But that's what I would recommend. Listen to the lecture videos, take your own notes on those, practice the problems. I also have some sample problems worked out from your homework here to help you to see further examples. So I would do that first, then do the homework. And here's those individual links I mentioned. Continue in the new window. And you have 19 questions.